Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Osterberger. We're here at the Texas, Louisiana Environmental Health and Safety Seminar and Industry Show, and I am here with Laura Burnett of Mitsubishi Soarnol. And Laura, your role is lead environmental engineer.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Well, thank you for being here, Laura, and thank you for making time for BIC Magazine.
I am so excited.
So, Laura, let's get into your role. For a lot of people that don't know Mitsubishi Soarnol, I'm going to start there. What is Mitsubishi Soarnol?
All right, we're part of Mitsubishi Chemical America, and our division is Soarnol Division. And if you drink water, eat potato chips, use ketchup or mustard on your sandwich, you are probably getting some of our packaging.
I do all the above, but not at the same time.
So we make plastic pellets that go into food packaging primarily, and it's an oxygen barrier, so it keeps your food fresher longer. So in many ways we keep things from spoiling.
Laura, how many sites does Mitsubishi Soarnol have in the U.S.?
In the U.S., we're the only one.
And what about globally?
Globally, we have two other sister sites, one in the UK and one in Japan.
So your title as lead environmental engineer can mean a lot. Can you just talk about a day in the life of Laura?
Everybody bows down to me.
That never happens to me. I'm so glad I've met someone where that happens to.
No, so I am responsible for basically environmental compliance at our plant. If there is an air issue, a water issue, a waste issue, if people have questions and it even touches environmental, they come ask me, which is good. Instead of them just going and doing, they're like, hey, can we do this? Sometimes I say yes, sometimes I say no.
And is that air and water?
Air, water, and waste. So hazardous waste. How do we dispose of this piece of equipment? How do we dispose of this chemical? And we're going to figure out the best way. We're going to figure out if we can recycle it, if we can reuse it in some way. We've got sister sites. We've actually got one down the road that we have said, okay, we don't need these pallets anymore. Hey, let me call you up. Do y'all need some pallets? So instead of throwing it away, somebody else can use it.
That's fantastic. So, Laura, I have a question. I mean, you got the one Mitsubishi Soarnol site in the U.S., and you have these other sites that are global. I mean, talk about what is it like to reconcile all of the environmental compliance and sustainability at your site working for this multinational entity?
It can be a challenge. We have, of course, we have our U.S. regulations that we have to follow, and we have our own goals that we want to meet. Japan is is where our headquarters are, so we get a lot of our direction from them. So they're going to say, hey, we want to meet these certain goals by 2030, 2035, and they may be reductions. There's one they want us to go, they want everybody to go zero landfill, and so we're trying to figure out, well, how can we do that? For some sites, much easier than others, and so that's where we reconcile, because we may not have the facilities here, or we may have to put something on a train to get it somewhere else or ship it elsewhere, where it may be much easier in Europe to do that because they already have those processes in place.
Laura, so flipping over to, thank you for that, by the way. So flipping over to the conference, you've been involved with this. This is the 37th year of this conference. Talk about how long you've been participating and helping this conference. You were chair of the conference in the past. So talk about your history with the H&S conference.
So the first year I started with Mitsubishi, we were formerly a little company called Noltex. When I started back in 2013, my boss is like, you need to get involved with this. So I come in and I'm fresh-faced. I have no idea what's going on. And they were just really, environmental was a small portion of the seminar. And so since then, we have really grown. I ended up chairing or leading some tracks with help from all the people here, had some great mentors where I did eventually become chairman, and now I'm kind of on the backside. I'm mentoring. I do lead tracks still and help out wherever I can, but it has really been a progression to where we had one track and now every single day we have environmental, which is huge.
Laura, is there something that stands out at this conference, maybe different from other conferences, or is there a topic you think needs more attention?
Sustainability for sure. We have it's a global issue. It doesn't matter where you are. It's not going away. Depending on the politics, it doesn't matter. Companies globally are looking at this because they're planning how best can we save resources, and it's not just to protect the planet. It's we cost savings. We want to get the best bang for our buck, right? But also, if we recycle this, we're not spending as much money, and so you're not having to use as much. So it's better all the way around. And unfortunately, there's a big disconnect in many ways. It's like, okay, you have to go this route, you can only go this route because that's a sustainable way. Well, not necessarily. You got to look at all the different pieces. And this session this year, we had some fantastic speakers on this, and they just laid it out as like, just because you think this is a sustainable path, it may be for you, but not necessarily for somebody else. So let's look at all the pieces and find the best solution for the most people.
That's great, Laura. Well, Laura, any other comments? I think I would ask you this, and given your experience in industry, if someone is new or just coming in, what's the best piece of advice for someone who's trying to get exposure to, I guess, the EH&S world as it relates to industry?
I would absolutely say come to the conference because you get to meet so many people and network. I have met some of my best friends and colleagues here, and we don't just talk here, we talk throughout the year. It's like, hey, how do you interpret this regulation? How do y'all meet this reg? Or what are you doing in this situation? That's the best way to learn. And there's so many people, and we do all really support each other because it's a small world. This is a small business, so everybody knows everybody. And we just like, it's cliche, but we are kind of like a family.
Sure.
So anyway.
I love it. Well, Laura, we thank you so much for your time, and BIC Magazine appreciates what you do. Thank you for jumping on with us, and thank you for all you do for industry, for Mitsubishi Soarnol, and for the conference.
Well, I really appreciate it. I love reading the magazine.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that.